Spit.
That's staying in.
See?
That's staying in.
So we're three guys in cider. We like to talk about things while drinking cider
And reviewing them.
and reviewing them. They're pretty good. So you'll see that progressively through our show, we tend to get a little bit more intoxicated, but that's just because we're drinking a lot of cider throughout the show. So I think that kind of gives it a cool little aspect. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to put a link in the caption if you guys
Description.
think you want to try it.
Just put a description.
I'm going to put a link in the description.
There you go.
If you guys think you want to try it, give it a shot.
Cheers.
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 But what do you guys think about these MAGNERS berry?
I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy berry. I think the flavor shines through very well. It's very smooth. It doesn't. It's not too bitter, but it's not too light where you can't really taste the berry at all. So I like it a lot.
Mine, it actually smells really good, but I don't really like berry that much. So it tastes like a little bit of medicine to me. So
Damn. You can say it. It's your
Well,
show.
it's a great
saying.
cider if you like berry. Which why would you buy it if you didn't like berry? But you know, it's
Yeah. I like berry. Honestly, I loved it. I loved it.
yeah. It's,
You know, I like to look at the entirety of the bottle when I'm looking at a cider. Like, sometimes I honestly feel like these companies could sell me on just the look alone. When I look at this, it's like, to me, it's so aesthetically pleasing. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's pretty sweet. I'm a wine guy, and it tastes a little bit borderline winey to me, like a sweet wine almost. I kind of get what you're saying with the medicine thing. But
Yeah.
If you like berry, you kind of.
yeah, exactly. It sells as advertised, is
Yeah.
what I would say. But I enjoy it.
MAGNERS
So-
anything by far is always good to me. Like I think
Yeah, I feel like
MAGNERS
they
by
definitely
far.
they definitely deliver on their flavor. Yeah.
And what they're good at is that they tell you that something tastes. This is pumpkin flavored, pear flavor, and they tell you that's the flavor.
It
like
is.
that is the flavor.
Yeah.
It tastes like you're taking a bite out of the berry. You know what I mean, or the apple, or whatever,
Yep.
the pear. So
Yep. Highly recommend. He doesn't, but I do.
yeah. 2 out of 3 star.
bad. 2 out of 3 ain't
approvals.
bad.
Yeah. You know. All right, you guys want
All
to?
right, so we finish
Can I
this
chug
off.
this?
I don't know if I can. But
I'll drink it for you.
I'll
Like
try.
Medicine does the body good. All right. I'm not. What?
I was
Wait.
cheering.
Oh, I thought you were trying to drink too.
Damn. Already,
Like,
pal?
damn, man, I ain't that bad.
Oh my gosh. All right, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Chug,
To medicine.
Chug. Who's gonna finish first? Ooh.
I had more in mine. Oh, come on. No, I had more in mine.
Oh, Pat's on the lead. Oh, Adrian takes the lead. Let's
I
go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Today we thought we'd share a little story behind the scenes on our friend AJ here.
So, what was the reason that you came to the U.S. in the first place?
So back when I was 5, basically my mom and my dad split up. Now I moved here is because of my dad. My dad decided to put me here is because like he wants me to have a better life and then not get stuck in the Philippines doing nothing.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Was it hard for you to transition once you finally one day just had to get up and go?
Yes, at the beginning it's really hard to move here. It's because I don't know any language or I don't know how to speak English.
Hold
I
on,
don't
you
know
came
how
to a new country. You didn't speak any English.
No.
You didn't know any.
nothing.
You learned English in the U.S.
Yes,
Damn.
I learned everything
That's tough.
from US. I took ESL for 5 years, and it's just every time like I speak to other person, and it's hard to make friends without speaking English.
Of course.
Yeah.
So every time I speak to them, I just like point.
Yeah.
If I want something, I just point.
I want a cider.
I want a cider. There you go. So that's that. And then after that, I just took 5 years of ESL back in high school, and that's pretty much it. The one thing that teaches me how to speak English is basically through movies, through radio.
But what do you miss most about where you came from?
Well, I miss the most, I would say my mother. My mom's still in Philippines, so it's a bit
That's staying in.
See?
That's staying in. I'm the clean one here. Imagine that.
All right, don't start.
My mom's still in the Philippines, and basically I haven't seen her in 10 years.
Is it hard to keep in touch when you're not able to visit?
It's not really hard to keep in touch. It's just it's hard to miss someone, I would say.
It's not the same as if you're in the same room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
because me and my mom, like, as of right now, because of like this situation right now, and
Corona, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
so we basically FaceTime each other like every single day, just to make sure if I'm okay, if she's okay, if my brothers and sisters are okay,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and my grandma. So we keep in touch through Facebook, basically.
That's cool. So something you kind of told me off key, like outside of this interview or whatever, or show, whatever, that kind of stood with me. That kind of like is, not many people know this, but so AJ, you're a mechanic, right?
Yes.
Like that's what you do for a living. He sends money down to the Philippines to help his. How many siblings do you have?
I have 6.
6 siblings, and his mom. He works hard here in the U.S. and sends money back to the Philippines to support them, to help them over there.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's awesome. Like it's so
Yeah.
like you work for something so much harder than just in the
Your
regular
average
person
life.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, is my perspective is basically money you could always replace it, but family you can't. You can never
That's true.
replace your mom, your siblings, and basically the one thing that's important to your life. You can never replace it. Money you could always like get it from
Make
somewhere,
more. Yeah.
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Family is one and done sort of thing. You can't really get it back.
exactly.
Yeah.
Respect, man. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Well, I finished my drink. I think I have like a zip left.
Wow. Okay, so our next cider is Stella. I have a faulty label. So
We didn't do this. Like we did not do this.
it came that way, so I'm a little afraid to try it, but
What we normally do is one of us, or each of us,
there it is.
CIDRE.
each of
Stella
us
or
picks a
Tease.
cider for all of us to review. And this was mine. We did not, for by any chance, we didn't do that. Like that's how it came. This is a big, like I'm the biggest Stella Artois. How do you say that? I don't even know.
Tweez.
I'm the biggest fan of this cider. And I like how you spelled cider. It's CIDRE. CIDRE. It makes you feel fancy. I like it, you know?
Pinkies up.
So I'd be the last to try to like mess up the labeling. I will say if you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll find that I took like so many Instagram stories and I think like a picture or two of the Stella on our IG. And one of the coolest pictures that I took of this was there's a picture of like the sun ray just beaming down on the bottle, and this just shines so nice, and you can see like a little bit of bubble coming out. I think these bottles aesthetics, they look so cool. They are so like it's a great summer
very
party
fancy.
drink. If you're having like drinks by the grill, you know, barbecue or something, they just look so cool because they just catch the eye. And I don't know, it like brings a little life to the party.
Yeah, this is a really nice bottle.
Yep, and this also, fun fact, is a Belgian recipe. So that's pretty interesting.
Fun fact. It's a Belgian recipe.
Yeah, fun fact.
Pat did his fact
FYI.
checking.
Hang on, I have an idea. So to see how nice bottle this is,
There you go.
look at that.
That's a really neat idea
That
right
is
there.
really cool.
It's a really cool idea, actually. Again, I'm telling you, some
You can
kind of
make
party.
this a lamp.
The lava lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a cider lamp.
Okay. Either way. All right, so let's try it.
All right. Ready? I know how
Cheers.
I'm gonna feel.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good.
That's good.
Oh.
What do you think?
I really like this one, but it's too sparkly. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know.
I kind of like that.
I agree with that. Okay.
This cider is
What
actually.
the hell just happened?
It's the second time I do that.
Strike two.
Oh, you're making me look too good. He dropped the bottle. He spilled on himself.
You came late.
You dropped your bottle.
Yeah, that off the camera though.
That's all right. They believe me.
So, like, what's the Philippines like in general? I feel like I don't know a lot about it.
A day in the life.
Philippines. I'd say it's hard to live in
Yeah, what's that?
because, for example, if you're working the whole day, you're only gonna get like here you're like average. I would say like $100
Yeah.
per day. In Philippines, it's 300 pesos. So it's like
What's a
300 pesos is like $15.
really?
Wow.
Damn. Wow.
So would you say it's harder, like to get more money, like it would be here?
It's more harder, yes.
yeah,
It's very hard because of
I'm
like
drunk. I'm sorry.
because like
It's what we're here for.
hey, cheers to that.
Oh dear heavens, we lost him. All right.
So what was the question again?
Yeah, the money, like
Well, yeah, obviously it's harder.
Obviously,
I mean,
it's harder because
yeah.
of like the currency and stuff like that.
They're making $15
Yeah.
a day. That's what 300 pesos is. $15.
Is it $15?
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So basically, work all day and then you only get 15, and then it depends too if you have like siblings, or it's not gonna be like enough.
Yeah. So is that what did you even have a choice when you wanted to come to the U.S.? Like was it like you're doing it or did you?
Well,
kind of
when I was younger, they told me whether or to stay in the Philippines or move to America.
Yeah.
So my grandfather asked me that, but it's kind of like in the border of leaning towards you don't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually super glad that my grandpa actually did that. It's because I have a better life right now,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
And pretty much supporting my mom too, sending
Yeah.
money to the Philippines. That's family works basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's freaking.
So no regrets.
no regrets.
No raggerts.
No regrets.
I do like this Stella, man. I do.
All right, so we should finish this and go to our last one. Is it the last one?
yes, it is the last one.
He thinks everything's funny.
I'm sorry, just like the way you said it kind of made me laugh a little bit.
You're mumbling now.
I said
We
the
should
last
go
one.
on to the next one.
Oh dear heavens, I am not on his level. All right, so is it the last one?
Yeah, it is the next one.
Okay.
And the next one's actually AJ's choice. But we're all so freaking excited to try this.
Yep.
Let me just say this. I put a picture on the Instagram.
We ain't joking.
Oh, I get it. That's terrible.
They don't get it yet. They don't know the name.
Everybody.
All right, just go and get it.
Before we do that, let's chug this. All right, ready? Come on,
I still
cheers.
have half. Wow.
Now you got to catch up. I have to
I
catch
cheated.
up before.
That's
Ready?
great.
1, 2, 3 packets and 1 second delay.
1.
The champ is here.
Where?
Excuse me. No.
Woo! There you go.
No regrets. So, next up is Ace. So it looks like a Joker right there. And yeah, made from California since 1993. It's very eye-catching, I'd say.
Very eye-catching. Yeah. Very simple, like just white colors, and
Yeah,
they're just jokes.
Great.
Sometimes simple goes a
Gold.
long way.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
You guys want to
So
try
we're
this?
gonna try it.
Let's do it. Cheers. Cheers. Burger.
Oh. That's good.
I like it.
I actually like it too.
Tastes different than most of the apple ciders we have, but I can't put my finger on exactly why.
You know what it is?
I would say this is stronger too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it
Yeah, it's got a little bit more bite to it.
6.9 alcohol percent.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what
So,
it is too.
yeah, yeah.
And the dry, I'm sure, has a
Yeah.
lot to do with it. But
It is definitely very
It's got a
dry.
little more bite. Yeah, if you want a little something with a little more kick to it, I'd say this would be the way to go as far as
ta-
apple ciders go.
Yeah, it tastes like you know when you bite an apple and then it's only skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're spot on
So
that.
it's
You know
like
what?
that.
Yeah, spot on.
It's
That's
like
sure.
that.
It's like you're eating the apple skin. Just raw, just apple skin. You know, no apples, just the
Yeah.
skin. Almost. You want to know
Yeah.
something though, man? Like, I like this because it's so balanced. I feel like I don't
That's true.
taste any sugar at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been fermented, like, somewhere in the process of them making this, like, you just almost feel like did they add any sugar at all?
It's not too sweet, not too.
I love it. I like it a lot.
It's like natural.
Yeah. Oh, it's super natural. I gotta tell you, man, I like this.
I like this
No,
too.
it's good. Yeah,
I like this a
Very
lot.
good.
I feel like we all agree on that.
Yeah, you got 3.
3-star.
Dude, I don't know too much about this one, about this company. I really, blatantly being transparent, I haven't heard about Ace Cider at all. And like I looked at their case, I think it said that they deem themselves America's beer. So I don't know what their cider lineup looks like, but I definitely want to try more. I feel like
Yeah.
they have good stuff.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but if this is the standard that they go by, shit, I want more.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
It's from California, so it's good in my book.
We'll have to go one day. So AJ, going back to like your story, man.
Well,
I guess 5-year plan. What do you say? Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? You got family back in the Philippines. You've been in this country now, what, 10 years?
yeah, 10 years. One of my plans basically is I want to get a house with basically I want to bring my mom here too.
Nice.
It's because I love my mom. She's very funny. And I want someone that cooks for me too. So that's a plus right there. And yeah, so basically I want to bring my mom, and then as soon as if my mom gets here, I want to help her bring my little siblings over there.
Yeah. Are you the oldest one?
I'm the second to the
Okay.
oldest. So I have an older sister and me, and then pretty much the rest. And then actually I have 9 siblings.
So, I guess a lot of people that come to this country come with a certain goal in mind. I know I was born here, so I'm first generation American, but like my parents came from a different country with the goal to succeed and come here for something better. I guess you came pretty young, but like do you have and did you have and what's your goal to get to your American dream? Like, is there something that you've, you know, are struggling to persevere towards, and like that's your goal that you're trying to reach?
Oh yeah, so my goal basically is to get my mom here. That's my ultimate goal. So yes, I'm living with my American dream right now because I don't have to go through the stuff in the Philippines that they have to do it, because every day you have to struggle to find food. How are you gonna get food? How are you gonna earn the money to get food and stuff like that? Because it's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
Here is once you have a job, you'll be fine because you get paid hourly.
Yeah.
In Philippines, you get paid by day.
Wow.
So if you don't work, you don't get paid.
If you don't work, you don't get paid.
If you don't get paid, you don't make money, you don't eat.
Exactly.
Shit.
So that's why it's better. That's why it's very nice for my grandfather to bring me here.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for him, actually. He's one of my hero, I would say.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good role model.
yeah.
Yeah.
How are they taking their whole Corona thing? How do we skip over that?
Oh,
Yeah. How is the Philippines taking over?
so
They're dealing
basically,
with Corona.
the way they deal with it is the government gives them food.
Yeah.
So, but the food is not that much. So basically,
So almost like we get stimulus checks, they get just food.
you can't even compare a stimulus check to like their food,
Right.
because the food that they're getting is rice and sardines,
My God.
cans of sardines, and then they had to last long.
That's crazy.
Wow.
They had to do that for a
But
month.
that's crazy, man.
Damn.
So you can't really compare that stimulus to the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Not even close.
No.
Damn.
So like they just give you that one and then just hand it on and then that's it. A couple weeks ago, my mom told me, it's like, oh, we barely have food in the house, and then I need to buy rice. Yeah, so my mom messaged me, and then I was like, all right, so just buy some rice, and then I'll just send you the money.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
here you go.
So you're feeding your family out there,
And
essentially.
it's just nuts.
I think so. Like I'm taking a class on, or I took a class on this. Like, so what a lot of countries, what they tend to do is like they'll go over like carbohydrates. Like carbohydrates typically can feed a village of people if you think about it.
That's true.
You can get enough rice for really cheap and feed a family of 10 people, right? Like rice alone, and at the very least they wouldn't be super healthy, but they'd be alive. They'd have the bare essentials, you know, to keep them going. It's sad, but like rice or potatoes, I think
Yes.
sometime in the early 1900s or like the late 1800s or whatever, 1800s or whatever,
Yeah.
like potatoes in Ireland became a thing because, where was it? Maybe it was in Ireland. I don't know, but like just because they were cheap and they could feed a lot of people. And I think
Yes.
that's why it kind of gets embedded in our culture. You know,
Yeah.
I'm from Ecuador, or my family's from Ecuador. I have South American heritage. You come from,
Philippines.
you know, Philippines, Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
You know,
Where you came from?
yeah.
From here.
You come from, you're Irish descent, right?
Yeah. Man,
Right?
you know, mostly, yeah.
So we all kind of come from that same culture where we just came from that, like, let's feed our village with what we can.
Is this why we click?
Yeah,
Each other,
dude, that's
like-
exactly it. You
Is
know,
it why?
you don't like
National
carbs.
culture.
That's why. And cider. Well, two of us like cider. That's how you know a cider is good, is when AJ likes it, because he doesn't like ciders.
Yeah.
So when you pass the AJ test, you're a good cider.
Hard critic.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
All right. So Adrian, what do you think about the Ace? This is the one that I got.
Honestly, I loved it too. I mean, I liked all three of these. Classically, Stella has always been my favorite, but I think that they're all good, but I feel like these two here are somewhere in some kind of a bind tie thing where, depending on what kind of mood I'm in, I might choose one over the other. Ace was good, man. I liked it. I felt like there was almost next to none sugar. Like there was no sugar at all, and I normally don't like that, but the way they kind of experimented with it, it was so good. It was really tasty. I felt that because there was no sugar, I really tasted the apple, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not always going to be in the mood to just bite out of an apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was good, and I feel like that's something I could crave. Like that's something that 2 weeks from now I'm going to be kicking myself in the head for not having a bottle on me. Like that's a good cider.
Yeah, Pat.
I enjoyed them all. I feel like maybe the apple, because I tend to favor the apple in general, but I think they all have their pros and they all have their standout qualities about them. Like I said, berry is whether I feel like it's all in preference as far as the flavor.
Keep going.
But yeah, I mean, like he spoke on, it all depends on your mood. I feel like these are kind of in a tie as far as flavor and overall. But I do feel like I enjoyed this also. It's just like I said earlier, it's just got a little more bite to it, and it depends on the mood you're in if you want to have something a little more stronger. So
so for me, I actually like this one because I like how it looks. Like as you can see, it's the Joker. Right there.
That's definitely a pro. That's
so
definitely
it's like
the label
very
alone,
very eye catching. I would say.
Yeah.
And then it tastes like apple skin kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit bitter, but it's right there.
Yeah.
And I really like this one. So
All right, guys, so that wraps it up. That's episode 1 of Three Guys and Cider. There's a lot in the horizon. We're going to be working on a lot, and we're hopefully going to visit a couple cideries eventually. That's the end goal. We'd like to eventually go to CiderCon and just embrace it all and drink all the ciders that we can.
Yes,
bring you guys along with us. Very soon we will be beginning to interview people. We have a couple exciting interviews that we're really, 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 really excited about. And then we're going to start some contests. So we're hoping that some loyal listeners out there keep listening to this podcast, and thank you for supporting us. We appreciate your patronage. You guys will not be forgotten. That's for sure. Let us know what you think that in the comments. Somewhere over here, there should be a comment section for you to let us know what you think, what you recommend, and what you want more of. If you guys have any questions you want us to answer, let us know, and we will discuss them.
Hit it up below.
that's a wrap.
Let's go.